thank God for granting us the opportunity of this day. My prayer unto God for us is that that which He proposed for our lives will not elude us. Amen. Without wasting much time, the lesson is so clear. God is troubled. Why? Three things. There is nobody that is speaking the truth and executing judgments. Two, you take part with evil words. Instead of condemning their acts and bringing them to repentance, you join in the league. They are your friends. So by law, that is aiding and abetting. You are not participating, but you are in support of those who do them. And three, those who are within believe without condemnation because they are your friends. But those who are without, you point fingers at them. You take God's place. The first lesson says, there is none that speaks the truth. The second lesson says, a little leaven make the whole lump to swell. Practically, this thing is in operation in Celestial Church. Yes, it's in operation amidst us. He doesn't support anybody. He doesn't. It's so clear. But that's what God wants to say. He has said it, we have seen it, but we are choosing a path out of it. It is not possible for you to be friends with thieves and not participate in whatever is stolen. Am I talking? Yes. It's not possible that you have a friend with a thief and you will not eat of what is stolen. So in the long run, when somebody say adabiti or buy me, and you say you didn't eat his food, if you partake in the food of the one that stole these things, you have eaten his food. So that let me I will go from the current affairs and then come into our business. Look at Celestial Church. Recently there was the flowing stream of letters in the air, social media. Go to the meeting. Don't do meeting. It's legal. Don't do it. It's legal. Everybody begins to write and comments. We are standing alone. USA. We are standing alone. Trustee, we want to do meeting. Pastor in council and this. Let's call a spade a spade. Impostures lives in position without integrity. Impostures are relevant by positions without integrity. Let's come to wisdom. If you have appointed somebody being an impostor, you being an impostor, you have appointed somebody. I am sure you don't want that person to leave. because you are careful about your position. If another person gets to the place, you are sure that he will remove you. So to keep your place, you will keep that person. That's my own take of what you see. The board of trustees, the pastor in council, they appointed Reverend Emmanuel. It was known that the board of trustees were illegal. They were not registered. So, appointing Emmanuel is illegal. The pastor in council, there was no pastor before they appointed Reverend Emmanuel. You see? So, there were persons in council. There are people living by positions, no integrity. People that were not known. They were known in their parishes. Check the first board of trustees, Wade Bada, Ajale. They were known by all the parishes. These are noble people of no reputation. They begin to give themselves reputation because of their list and names in the pamphlets. In their parishes, maybe you find what they do in their parishes that is right. The next parish to them may not know them, except because they want to flaunt money, not because they stand in the truth of the scripture. Now the person they appointed, because they are not registered, and because they are living by position. You want to be pastor in council still, so they have to carve a niche and put a center for themselves, and Emmanuel becomes the center. Later on, Emmanuel registered as a trustee, and then they were all registered with him. You see it? And then they gathered the pastor in council, so they became close. But you see, when lies abound, it would not stay for long. It will soon be torn to shreds. And then the wearer of lies will be naked. That is the story. If you love position and not work, you know, it's always in the letters of the shepherds. You are out to defend the concern of the church and the rest. None of them go out to defend the concern of the church. They only go to do their will. Because the people who appointed them are not viable. They are not noble men of reputation in the business. The truth be told, God will not lie. Yesterday I was praying in the night. He gave me a song. He said, I am here now. He's Christy. When I was in the church, somebody came to me and gave me a word. He said, something just came before your presence. He said, we are here. He said, I'm here. I joined it with what was given to me overnight. I know things will happen shortly. No one is telling the truth. When you become, what Apostle Paul in chapter 4 of Corinthians, he said, let no one glory because of another person. Is anybody there? Let no one. Is that from verse 17? Let me hear something. Yes.
If my beloved and faithful,
yes.
Who will remind me of my ways in Christ?
Yes.
As I teach everywhere.
Look at what he teaches.
In every church.
Yes.
Now some are puffed up, as though I were not coming to you.
Some are puffed up, as though I will not come to you.
But I will come to you shortly.
I will come shortly.
If the Lord will.
Yes.
And I know, and I will know, not the word of those who are puffed up,
I want to know not the word of those who are puffed up,
but the power.
the power in them. Look at position gave you pride now. You talk on anybody. You talk on the church. I don't call it in your code. Men gather together. They took themselves to people. Someone was asking me a question, and I said, my problem is these people became people in the secret. They announced themselves people in the public. I remember when we want to do the change of the constitution, they made it public. Every member of the church signed. Who signed their identity? Who signed their integrity? But today, they were in high position. They put themselves. So people, they are usurpers. I call them impostors. Majority of them. You are not known in this field. Yes, you are people in your field. Who cares? Until we do things that are right and true and just, we cannot settle ourselves. That's what the first person was saying. What was from us too?
And though they saw, the Lord liveth. Surely,
They swear the Lord lives.
surely they swear falsely.
Is falsely.
O Lord, are not thy eyes upon the truth?
Yes.
Thou hast stricken them, but they have not grieved.
You see, God struck them, but they have not.
Grieved.
They were not grieved.
Thou hast consumed them,
God consumed them.
but they have refused to
They
receive.
have refused to receive collections.
They have made their faces harder than a rock.
Uh-huh.
They have refused to reform.
Everybody wants to talk, not because they are qualified, but because they stole a place. Like Absalom stole the kingdom from David. They stole a place, and then they want to inscribe themselves in the hearts of men as elders. Who made you an elder? To who? Nobody was able to tell the truth. The question: how can we save money? How can we go forward? I was listening to someone tweet yesterday night. How can we go forward? No method of going forward. No suggestion for going forward. And themselves they were saying, we will send the trustee to the pastor. You will know in your heart that you have no pastor, you cover face. Why? Because you want to remain in the position. Because the moment you say there is no pastor, you know you have no position. Dissolve yourselves. Unless you are going to. Somebody, chapter 2, second lesson says, it is widespread that
Confess commonly that there is fornication among
this is fornication. How?
and such fornication as is not so much as laid among the
What is the nature?
that one should have his father's wife.
Somebody sleeping with his father's wife. Somebody trampling down the glory of his father. That is what Sarah is doing. The so-called elder, none of them is holding on to the truth of SBG. They were prepared to make something else outside SBG and call it Celestial Church. Go and do you make your church? Leave this church. My prayer is, whoever troubles Celestial Church, see, from today, God will trouble his life, trouble his name, trouble his family, trouble his work, trouble his value, trouble his household, trouble his generation. Whoever, let it be, I should be troubled. Whoever. Let's pray serious prayers and leave this nothingness. Let's pray prayers of curses. Paul said, if I preaches another gospel unto you, he said, let him be accursed. It is reported that there is fornication. Majority of those who are seated are cultists. So let's say, if you want to be a member, you must be out of every cultism. But wait, who are these people? Who is telling who lies? So to remain in place, still call pastor, still say pastor. So as long as you say pastor, you are in place. Oh, it's a funny story. It's a funny story. When Emmanuel took up, he will still give his own side of the story. He will give another knock. Everybody that participated in that place will not be elders again. Will not be. He has forgotten that he was in place by impostors. It's a chief impostor. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Reuben slept with his father's wife. Jacob said, you are excellency of power and excellency of strength. He said, you are unstable as water. That is discipline. He said, you shall not excel. If it be true that there is amongst the sittings over Celestial Church one that partakes with cultism, today excellency is exempted from their life.
Amen.
Because whosoever, Paul said, such a one, what did he say he should do?
But even if we
No. The message,
That one of you is sleeping with his father's wife.
And you are comfortable. And I'm not going.
So deliverance shall also say that.
You deliver that one to the devil.
For the destruction of the flesh,
Yes.
that the spirit may be saved in the day of the Lord Jesus.
That is when they will repent. Put a curse on them. To deliver them unto the devil. Put a curse on them. Curse that down. How can you eat Papa something? Upon your long death, no moon go long, total moon go issue. Now God gave him a church that is out of that. And today, those majority of those who rule in that church are eating of God's table and of the devil's table. And you come to say something is wrong. Nothing is wrong with the church. You are all sick. Without apologies, you are all sick. He said, give such a one to the devil. You want to say, when the devil have news him, he will know the way to repentance. You know the first lesson says, they are puffed up. God stop them. What they're feeling. How would God strike you and you would not feel it? Who are you? First lesson says you are puffed up. You have not finished reading that chapter 4. He's going somewhere. He said, from verse 15 for me, let me hear.
although you might have 10,000 instructions
Yes.
in Christ, yet you do not have many fathers.
Yes.
For in Christ Jesus have begotten you.
Yes.
Therefore I urge you, imitate me. For this reason I have sent Timothy to you.
Oh yeah, go to verse 21 now.
What do you want? Shall I come to you with a rod, or in love and a spirit of gentleness?
20.
For the kingdom of God is not a word.
No. Go back to where were you before? Where were you before?
And the 19.
Nigeria, read, let me
But
hear.
I will come to you shortly if the Lord will. And I will know
hands of those who are puffed up.
But the
I want to see the power. I don't want to know their what. They are talking. Everybody's talking. What is the power in you? If of the truth, the elders of this church, you will pray, God will answer you. There will be no need for Obasanjo settling cases. If you are indeed an elder of this church, I was listening to in the night. I listened in the night. I was hearing. I was privileged to be part of Obasanjo's meetings. And so what? And so what? Is Obasanjo a member of this church? Yes, a cousin or a nephew or anything to Papa. Good for him. Papa forgot to say, Obasanjo, please hold this church for me. And so what? We left God. What was impossible for God? Obasanjo, I think we were deranged. That's a mode of being deranged. Are we not saying that our lives are outside of living the spiritual and getting into the natural and gallivanting? Because you are sure that in the spiritual your secret will be out. So you left it. So that you walk among those who only see you with two eyes. Likewise, you. Who are you in support? Are you not supporting the one that is putting you in a place, giving you a position? When you have done work for one, you want to be given a position. Some people are in position, they don't work. They have no work. They only want to be celebrated in the position. The achievement of their constituency, not through them, not by them, they want to have the glory for. I'm a chief of this constituency. This one is doing well, not because of what I give him, but because of what he outsourced. But I want to take the glory. This one is doing well, not because of what was told to her, but because of what she outsourced. And I want to take the glory. That one is increasing. We should stop. I remember in December, during the 24th of service, I told you that it was told to me that the power close of the darkness will be chopped. Did I say so? Yes. And you did not put it out. You only begin to say something will happen. That thing you put out was crazy. It has no sense. That's not a prophecy. What you put out was not a prophecy. It has no meaning, it's baseless, it's senseless. The ideal, the power cloth of darkness in this church will be torn in shreds. I was not praying, that was what he told me. So when you have only put out the resultant effect, but the main thing you heed. Let darkness know that it is time. It will be naked. Let the kingdom of darkness know that this year is the year of their nakedness. But when you say something great will happen, something will shake the world, it makes no meaning. It makes no meaning. I don't know how you got that one out. But the truth is the truth. If these things were happening now, it's happening now, after the prophecy, at the third month, be careful. Because darkness will never be covered again. After that meeting, there will be strikings. There will be part also in the atmosphere. Darkness will rise against themselves and kill themselves. I pray that the sons in the house will be kept safe. Amen. That's the only thing. Because normally they will use the lives of the sons in exchange for themselves, for a ransom. But these days, because they are put to nakedness, they have no hold. Every hold of darkness on the men of darkness, on the life of every son in the house in Celestial Church of Christ, that hold is losing from today.
Amen.
Because the truth remains the truth. Jacob told Reuben, you will not accept. Somebody said, thank God for Moses, who said, let Reuben live. Did Jacob say Reuben would die? You live, but you will not be alive. After the day of Moses, in the days of the judges, in the days of Deborah, he said, see, you sit at the, is that above the sheepfold, listen to the bleatings of the sheep. He said, in the region of Reuben, there are many counsel. You only have thoughts. You only have intention. You will never be able to prosper. You imagine? How would God? It's confusion, please. How would God strike somebody and that person would look as if it does not really matter? God in the universe, God, the creator of heaven and earth, struck somebody and that person looked at it and is that person not saying he's God?
Yes.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3.
Let
Let no one deceive you
by any means.
by any means.
That day will not come
The day will not come
unless the falling away comes first.
unless the falling. These were part of the teaching in chapters Barbara quoted in his last days. The day will not come unless the falling away first. Yes?
And the man of sin is revealed.
The man of sin is revealed.
The son of perdition.
Son of perdition.
Who opposes and exalts himself
Opposes and exalts himself
above all that is
above
called
everything that is called God.
God, or that is worshipped.
Whoever does that in Celestial Church may be cursed.
Amen.
Whoever does that over Celestial Church may be cursed.
Amen.
Whoever does that over our lives, or over your lives, may he be cursed.
Amen. In Jesus' name.
He opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God and worship. Yes?
As God in the temple of God.
He sits as God in the temple of God.
Showing himself that he is.
That is because we have given, they gave him a position. Have you noticed? Back in the days of Papa, everybody have the same seat. Today, you have big seats for people. Somewhere that's scared. See, what we somewhere that's scared. And every parish, shepherds are sitting on majestic seats. The only throne that God gave to select, the only seat registered, both in heaven and on earth, is SJ seat of the pastor. Every other person should sit on the ground. Every other person. See the people who are supposed to sit on the ground, mounting thrones for themselves in the presence of God. Are we not sick? People in their family that are nobody, that are afraid of their family roots, come to the church and talk too loudly. People will run from their family background because they are afraid of the past that be. They will come to the Celestial Church and make points. Where they are coming from, those who are in the churches, Anglican Methodists, they are in their family background. They are operating both in their family background as powerful, and they are operating in the church as powerful. But you run away from your families because you know they can eat you up. You now come to us that we are novice, naive, we don't know anything. You begin to do as if you can eat anybody. begin to show yourself fearful. No. Today, everyone that does that, in heaven and on earth, in celestial church, will be cursed.
Amen.
Talk to me. Who sits in the temple of God?
Showing himself that he is God. Do you not remember that when I was still with you?
It's enough. Is it? It's so, I don't know what to call it. Why would we condescend to this level? If I were the others, I will appear with nobody. Because when you appointed him, you didn't call the others. It was a secret appointment. Amongst yourself. Because the registered board of trustees and the persons in council. Because there was no pastor. It can be trustee in council. There was no pastor. So you now took a center. You didn't call the others. You cajoled everyone into it. In their mind, they know it's painful that now, what Jotham, the son of is that Jerubal? Jephthah. Jotham, the son of Jephthah, he made a lie. In Judges, he said, the trees all went to, they took a counsel and said, let Bamboo become king over us, to rule over us. Who is there?
There is 9 verse 8.
Is that 9?
The trees once went forth.
Who was talking?
Jotham. Now then, they told Jotham, he went up and stood on top of
He stood on top of the mountain.
Mount Jericho,
Yes.
and lifted his voice.
The same mountain that Moses took some men, some time, and said, begin to curse. It is time that we live by curse. He said what?
Lifted his voice and said to them, listen to me,
Listen to me,
you men of Shechem,
men of Shechem,
that God may listen to you.
that God may listen to you.
The trees once went forth to anoint a king over them.
The tree went forth to anoint a king over them.
And they said to the olive tree,
They said to the olive tree,
reign over us.
reign over us.
But the olive tree said to them,
Olive said,
should I cease giving my oil,
should I cease giving my oil?
with which they honor God and men?
Imagine, this month I told you, your relevance matters. What is giving you relevance? What gives you relevance must not be something outside you. Did I say so? Olive said, the oil with which I satisfied God and man, that is what he gave me. Olive was not talking about the wind, the money, or anything. Yes?
And go to sway over trees.
And go and begin to become Lord over kings, over trees. Yes?
Then the tree said to the fig tree,
They went to fig tree.
you come and reign over us.
You come and reign over us.
But the fig tree said to them,
The fig said what?
should I seek my fitness,
Even the fig that will be caused later. The trees knows the value for relevance. Irrelevant people live by position, not by value, not by works. If they put you, they say you are the secretary general. They say you are the chairman of a committee. They say you are the principal officer of something, and you don't know how to live by your work, but you want to just see people stand with the chair, the principal, the officer. You are a fool. You are you are an ignoble person. Your time will pass and you'll be like a snake that went on the rock. Kasaju,
I go to swing over trees.
will I leave my sweetness? Even the fig tree knew is sweet. That God gave me sweetness. What did God give you that you are celebrating? Nothing. But what are you celebrating? Money. Yes?
Then the tree said to the vine,
They went to the vine
you come and reign over us.
to come and reign over us.
But the vine said to them,
He said,
should I seize my new wine?
should I seize my new wine?
Which cheers both God and men.
Did you see it? Everyone is talking about God, man. God, man. Talk.
I'm going to swing over trees.
Yes?
Then all the trees said to the bramble,
They now got to the bramble.
you come and reign over us.
The bramble doesn't have anything.
And the bramble said to the tree,
He said, talk.
if in truth,
If in truth you anoint me.
as king over you,
Don't forget the last Sunday lesson. He said they choose a man over them to be a watchman. If the man sees the sword, he said, if in truth you anoint me over you. That is, when God did not do a thing and you do it. Look at the percussion. Yes?
then come and take shelter in my shade.
Come. Wait. Is bamboo does bamboo have a shade? Does he have branches? No. It just grows up with one tiny leaf. He said, come and take shelter in my shade. Yes?
But if not,
But if you would not take shelter in my shade,
let fire come out of the bramble
fire will come from me.
and devour the cedars of the ground.
Even the bamboo knows how to curse. Say, you saw me that I have no shelter, you want to abuse me. Yes?
Now, therefore, if you have acted in truth and in sincerity,
If you have acted in truth and sincerity
in making Abimelech king,
in making Abimelech king,
and if you have dealt well with Jerubbaal
and dealt well with Jerubbaal
and his house,
and his house,
and have done to him as he deserved,
and done to him as he deserved.
for my father fought for you,
This should be SBJ's line. If you have dealt well with SBJ and his house, that's Jotham talking. If all this conspiracy is according to what God gave you from SBJ, if you have followed these lines, well, none of these people, that's why I cannot join league. In Yeke, Exodus 23, the first line before that in Yeke, what was that? Because we hear Papa talk about in Yeke, Exodus 23, verse 1, verse 2.
You shall not follow a crowd to do evil,
Don't follow a crowd to do evil.
nor shall you testify in a dispute, so as to turn aside after many to pervert justice.
To pervert justice. Ìwọ kò gbọdọ̀ gba ìyèké. Má ṣe ní ọwọ́ sí i pẹ̀lú ènìyàn búburú láti ṣe ẹlẹ́rìí àìṣòro. Who knows who? The lesson is saying be careful. Because they leave those people outside. Now outside will judge you and say, now this is FCA. This is senior staff, radiography. This is we have PRO, catering and federal catering and decorators. We have people in high offices. Your people will look at you and say, and you are in that church. We saw what was going on with social media. What do you see? So they look at you and by what your people did. Don't go and support anybody. Whoever supports anybody. Bramble said, let fire come from me and burn you up. They went to the ones that had shade. Those ones say, no, let me be help on my own. Let the streets stand for themselves. But you know everybody lost position. Yeah. These are what I was told yesterday night. He said, I am here now. I don't want to be part of anybody. If the one that has the church will say he is here, I should not support. I didn't send you to support anybody. Listen to every faction. Listen. Open your ears. Whatever they say. And be critical. Understand what the alliance is. But you must understand the line from your own standpoint. If you don't have a standpoint, you know I've been teaching you this one, and I did not teach you to interject in anything. Just keep on with the truth. If you cannot understand them from the line of the truth, if you go to their line, then you are taken away. You can be used as a ransom. He said, be careful. Remember Moses' day, Jacob said, because you step on my mat, on my bed, amongst the house. Daniel keep telling you about money. Agbèrè wà láàrin yín. Ṣàgbèrè. There is fornication amongst you. There is a conspiracy amongst you. No true judgment. Why? Nobody is standing in the line of truth. He said, walk through and fro and check if there be anybody that is saying true and giving true judgment. No. Everybody is just deceiving themselves. You talk from, let me tell you, the line of judgment is always from your own side. Everyone that does judgment, they judge from their side. If they want, if those who lie, if they want to give judgment, they give it in a way that it will not affect their position. These are the same people who were covering, they had it in their mind that court say Emmanuel is no pastor, is a chairman of board of trustees. They covered that one. They are forgotten was Emmanuel being the chairman that brought all of them to become trustees. Go to the basis, get the foundations. We live by lies. Change your ways. So that you don't be fornicating. I told you, fornication is not when you sleep with somebody. Jesus said, adultery again. Fornication is going against what God said. You told me God already said, if anybody does this, let him be cursed. So check your ways. You in yourself. You see somebody giving you food. Because Baba will give you food. When you see Baba doing something that is wrong to your sight, you won't ask him, is Baba? You are a fornicator to God. The moment you live by peace, food, and drink, you are a fornicator. You live by position. Baba, it is Baba that made fought for me to be the chairman of the working committee. Whatever Baba does is right. You are a fool. When something is not right, seemingly not right to you, challenge that thing and ask Baba question. Baba, why is this one like this? Let him give you what he will say. Go and judge that thing by what you have been taught before that time. I've always thanked God. Most of the things that is happening, I have taught you long ago before they begin to happen. So now that they are happening, you will see my judgment still consistent with the truth. Be matured. Don't be children that is tossed. It is time for serious game show. But don't forget the power clause of darkness. He would not see the middle of this year. Because he said he would tear it. I said it in December loudly. He reminded me again. He said, I have said I will tear the power garment of darkness. The things he told me overnight, and he gave my heart rejoicing. I said, Sherede. What you are doing, say me will do. Láti báyìí gbé, don't stop. Check your ways. You say, whoever is doing such a thing, I've told you, if anybody in the house, you know somebody that will tell you, me, I cannot do what Baba say. I have to adjust myself. How can you do? And you are in front of that person. God said, you and that person should be given to the devil. Both of you should be given up. That's why I tell you, I don't have anybody. I don't have anybody. That's why if anybody misbehaves, I will slam it. I don't want to know your height. I will slam it at you. You will still come and do up here and eat. If you don't know where, go with your bread. I will see it. You will still contribute your money for where you are there and still bring it. I'll stake. That one is a demon for me. But when you, because you do big your bread, you do it well, say, leave him. Me? Have you seen that? I don't care. Just get away. God will raise better people who say, "But what is that? Let us buy land." And the bread that we eat and people out. It's not the land that we see and begin to dance on it. It's not. Hey. What are you doing that you want to become? I thank God, not in this house. You can't become such a thing. Nobody can tell that nonsense in my house and say, we are. Who are you? We are. Where were you? Where are you? What is that? Were you where? You are not where you are. Ah! Be careful. Let the truth be the truth. Don't join league. Lastly, Paul said, God gave them to reprobate mind. If you join them, he don't say, who are these people? He said, those who know the will of God. First Romans chapter 1. Verse 28.
And even as they did not like to retain God.
These people will not retain God. You imagine people saying, I was privileged to be in the meeting of Obasanjo. Meeting before God, no one. As somebody said, we will pray. We should pray. Do you need to be told to pray? When things like this will happen, you never resort to prayer. You didn't gather yourself in a place of prayer. You didn't say, okay, let's go to a call. Let's go and pray. Okay, you don't want to see my room. We are not seeing you. We want to go and pray. God of our Father, and sit in the Holy Land. Would they say somebody should go and send you out?
Amen.
God of hesitate until you answer this case. We are not leaving this place. Nobody will do that. And you say you want to pray. Casual prayers. When you destabilize the whole thing. Let's think right. Likewise, what are the things you are spoiling? Because they gave you something in your offices. You are supporting somebody because he helped you for something in the meetings when you sit. Because somebody helped cover your sin. When it's time to see that person's work, you are there to defend. You are an fornicator. Paul said, give them to Satan. By by the time infliction or punishment will come on your life, when they say give them to Satan, you give them to Satan. Like Job was given into the hands of Satan. It was God that did that. If you are drunk with the devil when they give you to Satan, the devil he would inflict punishment on you. In the hands of the devil, there is no organization. They can fight themselves. It's only in the house of God. If truly all these men are God, in the house of God, when you raise battle, God will say, "Are you sick?" You hear his voice immediately. You stop that nonsense and sit down. You cannot fight your younger one in his presence. You can't. Let alone you fight your elder ones. I mean your senior one. So he rated everybody firstborn. So the first question is, as a firstborn, are you supposed to do things like this? He said, go there. But because no one belongs to God, no one is looking for God. Everybody just wears sutana. Papa said, Ale, we pray kí method kò wọṣọ báyìí, aṣọ nìyẹn. Ale pé kí Áfíríkà kò wọṣọ báyìí, aṣọ nìyẹn. Ale kékeré kò wọṣọ báyìí, aṣọ nìyẹn. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀mí Ọlọ́run kò lè máa gbínú wa. He gave all answers. If you cannot mark things by his word, then you are not of his. We shall ask it. Let's stop all these things. One or two issues. The church at large, no one social media is. But let's begin to put ourselves underneath and stop. You see people preaching in the churches today and supporting party A for party B. And so we have seen the secrets that somebody said, I was reading their message. Somebody said, do we have a secret auditor? Can we have a secret auditor to audit that thing? Because you show them one book for accounts, statement of accounts. Who audited it? Be liberal, be open-minded. Don't fall a victim. Me, I don't like lies. I don't want lies. Don't lie to me to confuse me. Àwọn aríjẹnu màdàrú, they will support party A or party B. Those who support wọ́n rí jẹ lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀. Those who support trust wọ́n rí jẹ ń bẹ̀. Wọ́n ti foríkàkù sípò. Ipò tí bò wọ́n lójú. Who is supporting SBJ? Nobody. Except me. And those who will go with me. If you cannot see it in the light of SBJ, I don't want to see anything. Because as far as God is concerned, he saw nothing except SBJ. And also, Abraham, Baba. Look at Abraham, your father. I called him alone. The only person called for this purpose is SBJ. Every other person, thieves and robbers. Everybody come because of position. He said we must have, at least we must have in there, derobe everybody. I said the first set of people that should be derobed in this church are the prophets and prophetesses. I told somebody yesterday, who called me. I said, derobe them. Because they are prophets with Reverend Emmanuel, you are the pastor. They are prophets with Benny, you are the pastor. They are prophets with Justina who will say, continue, Mashishelo, Mashewaisilu. They are prophets with Pastor Egas that will say, oh my God, mad dogs. Ọ̀jẹ̀wọ̀njà tó tí kò lè gbó. We know how to sample them. Put one secret, one problem, and put 100 of them in spirit for one problem. We get 100 solutions, Abi. That 100 solutions, maybe you know the two problems. Yes. Whoever points at the two problems and the solution, take him out. The rest, they don't get. Next, you will see prophet or they will begin to speak the truth. Because they don't even know it. I tell them in the place, I say, Celestial Church, there are things you cannot do. But prophets are bringing it up. Nothing. It cannot happen in Celestial Church. It must not happen. No man can impossible. Those are the things the fathers in those days will strike out of the message. They will bring it. But what shows you are spiritual and you are understanding is you will strike it out. Okay, go and use this thing. Bring candle. Candle will go on the altar. You candle go to the mouth. Oh my, your fisher papa. Who brought all these messages? Landlord parishes, prophet parishes. They began. They don't have money to buy altar. They say, hey, Christophe, don't wear me. Pepe. DHS. See ya, Christian. Oh, it's written. DHS. Cross is in front. Ah, Oloro, I'll buy you money. You know, I say, I don't know where you went. I will take you there. So they come to Ketu and point to the one they love. That will pay. He said, make it. I want to give you big blessing. They will not say, yeah, I shall be there. Ah, Chris Rabi. Allah. Most the quoted altar clothes. One small church that the building is not completed. They have no rights to. They have no breast to suck. The altar of God suck from a higher altar. Whichever altar in God sucks from a higher altar. That's why in those days when they want to go and make a church, a parish, the parish they are living will give them everything they will use, from the candle stand to the candles to the clothes to everything. They will establish it. It becomes a parish. What do we have to do? Everything as we want it. Ọlọ́run wow. All those things. Passion. I saw a big seed before you. Christy. The tree. You want to sit on the throne, your working place. It's a lie. They will sack you. Angelini. No man can lay claim to anything of the altar, but not one man. The whole congregation. It all belongs to the congregation. So the money is taken out of the boss of the congregation. One jealous, and turn away. Oh my God, I found it, but not any. You now put it in and you thought your prayers can be answered in that church. The prayer for that seed belongs to one person. The prayer of that altar belongs to one person. So the 5 people have made the altar. Only the 5 people have the prayers answered. All of you will serve under them. Celestial Church. Just check yourself. There are so many things that are wrong, but God will correct us. You see, he said he corrected them. They will refuse correction. They refuse correction. They have their mind. You check your mind. Are you of a truth? Walking in truth with a just God. Or you are looking for a fair God. I always tell you, God is never fair. It's never fair. It's just. Just to mean, according to what he said, so is your judgment. If you have said, I'll give you 2 naira, He said, I'll give you 2 kobo, 2 kobo, 2 kobo, 2 kobo. He made contact with them. This one came in the morning. This one came 2 hours to the close of the day. He said 2 kobo. When he wants to give them, look at God. God will pay, makes him pay you. He gave the people that came last 2 kobo. So that you that came first, you are rejoicing already. That I'm sure mine will be 9 kobo. He gave the second to the last 2 kobo. 2 kobo. When he's getting to middle of the people that came, that's it's 2 kobo. So when he said, Oga, he said, you know how many times I've been working? He said, yes. I worked 12 hours. Yes. Why would he give me 2 kobo? How much was our contract? Bring your book of contract now, your acceptance note. You got it. How much is it? 2 kobo. How much did I give you? Have I cheated you?
No.
When you signed 2 kobo, did you say add to it? No, and things like that. It's just God. Eshwarani, I would just warn you. Because the one that came is out for something. And I told you the truth. That God be God. The garment of darkness will be turned and burned this year. So that as he goes, by next year, maybe he will give us a true head. I'm sure. Sorry, I didn't say maybe. We will know where we are going. Because I could see even the heavens are running and pursuing one goal. So the people who made people that are not, I'm looking for that place. He said, these things have I made myself an example, and Apollos.
Now these things, brethren, verse 6.
Is that 6?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now these things, brethren, are figuratively transferred to myself and Apollos.
Apollos.
For your sake.
For your sakes.
That you may learn in us not to think beyond what is written.
Learn in us not to think beyond what is written.
That none of you may be puffed up on behalf of one against the other.
Did you see it? None of you may be puffed. What is the problem in the lesson today? They were puffed up. First lesson, they were puffed up. Second lesson, they are puffed up. You see, that you may not be puffed up, one of you against another because of another. Yes?
For who makes you different from
Who
another?
makes you different from another?
And what do you have that you did not receive?
What did you have that you did not receive?
Now, if you indeed receive
If
it,
you receive it,
why do you boast as if
why
you
are you
have
boasting
not
as if you did not receive it? That you're born with it. I told you, this month, whatever is not from you, whatever comes outside of you, don't put your value on it. It's not part of your value. You have money, you have car, you have houses, you have land. You can build hotel, Papa. You can do anything. Do swimming pool, build game center, build anything. Why are you perfect? Why? Yes?
You are already full.
You are full. Yes?
You are already rich.
You are rich.
You have reigned as kings
You
without
are reigning as king without us.
And indeed, I could wish you did reign.
I could wish you did reign and we should reign with
That
you.
is also my train with you.
And
For I think that God has displayed us, the apostles, laughed as men condemned to death.
it's enough. It's enough. I'm just appealing to all of you. Check. Are you truly living by position or by your works? What is making you gallivant and glorify yourself? Is it because of the position they gave to you or by your works? They didn't say Toju Ikwe. They say Toju.
Iṣẹ́.
He now said Eje.
Adipo Jésù Kristi.
You see it? Eh? So check yourself, check your mind. Take away corruption, take away that falsified identity so that you become what you should be. Let us pray. Agbára nínú ọ̀run. Ìràwọ̀ dídán tí ó wọ́. Ẹ̀yin ṣùgbọ́n jọba lórí ọ̀dọ̀ ayé. Àmín, àmín, àmín Kristi jọba. Ìmọ́lẹ̀ nínú ọ̀run. Mímọ́, 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 mímọ́. Ìràwọ̀ dídán tí ó wọ́. Ẹ̀yin ṣùgbọ́n jọba lórí ọ̀dọ̀ ayé. Àmín, àmín, àmín Kristi jọba. Jehovah mímọ́. Jésù Kristi mímọ́. Michael mímọ́. Èyí ni májẹ̀mú ìrìn àjò ìpè bílẹ̀ wọ Ọ̀ṣọ́fà. Wípé ní ọjọ́ ológun àkọ́kọ́, a ó sùn. Àti gbọ́, ìrẹ́ tó mọ ohun tó ń bọ̀ wá ṣẹ, ó ti fi ránṣẹ́ sí wa. Ká lè mọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ ti wà, pé rẹ̀ ó fa gbogbo aṣọ agbára òkùnkùn ya. Ó wá fi ẹ̀kọ́ náà ránṣẹ́ wípé àdé àgbèrè wà láàrin wa. À ń tẹ ní bàbá wa mọ́lẹ̀. Bàbá mímọ́, ìrẹ́ tó rán bí lè wọ Ọ̀ṣọ́fà. Níbi gbogbo tá a ti tẹ ní ẹ mọ́lẹ̀ nínú àìmọ̀ dáríjì wa. Àwọn wo ló tẹ ní ẹ mọ́lẹ̀ àwọn tí kò ka ìpè ẹ sí nínú bí lè wọ Ọ̀ṣọ́fà. Gbogbo ẹ tó wá ọ̀nà láti gbé ìpinnu ara ìkalẹ̀. Àwọn tó ń ṣòdì sí òtítọ́ rẹ̀. Àwọn tó yí ẹ̀rí rẹ̀ pò. Paul wí pé ìrẹ́ ọgbọ́n iṣu ọ̀tá òdodo gbogbo ìrẹ́ ó ti dẹ́kun àti yí ọ̀nà òtítọ́ Ọlọ́run pò. Gbogbo ẹni tó yí òtítọ́ ọ̀nà rẹ̀ pò. Ǹjẹ́ gbogbo ibi tí àwọn wọ̀nyí ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ nínú àìmọ̀, nínú èrò ọkàn wọn, nínú ìgbìmọ̀ okùn àyà wọn, bó ti wù kó pọ̀ tó, ó mú ọ̀rọ̀ náà wá fún wa lónìí. Lórúkọ Jésù, dáríjì pátápátá. Gbogbo ìfisùn àti ìgbẹ̀san tó ti bi irúfẹ́ ìrìn àjò bẹ́ẹ̀ wá fòpin sí. Lóru o wí pé mo dé. Ó wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ̀rọ̀. Díẹ̀ ló èyí tó sọ ni mo ń sọ yìí o. Àfi tí kì í wá ṣe pé ó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n nítorí tó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ àti pé tó bá sì sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ìrẹ́ ló mọ ohun tó ń sọ ló sì ń ṣe bó ti fẹ́. Jẹ́ kí ọwọ́ ẹ̀ kó bọlẹ̀ nínú ayé. Olóòótọ́ ni ọ́. Gbogbo ohun tó ń fi èké pèrè Ọlọ́run ní ìjà nínú ayé wa. Ìbá ṣe àrùn, ìbá ṣe àìsàn, ìbá ṣe àbójú, ìbá ṣe ègún tí ayé fi ń sọ wá di ẹni yẹpẹrẹ nítorí àìgbọ́n wa. Tá ò fi jèrè ọgbọ́n tó fi di ẹ̀gbin àti àbùkù sí wa lára. Lórúkọ Jésù, parun pátápátá. Ó kì í sọ kò má ṣe. O ti sọ àti gbọ́. Jẹ́ kí ojú wa kó rí. Nígbà tó bá faṣọ agbára òkùnkùn ya. Nígbà náà ni àwọn ọmọ yóò ní ìdáǹdè àti òmìnira àlàáfíà. Nígbà náà ni wọ́n padà jẹ́ ajogún gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀. Bí ó bá ṣe pé òtítọ́ ni pé rẹ̀ ló dá ayé àtọ̀run, ìrẹ́ ló sì dá ìjọgbọ́n sílẹ̀. Òun náà wí pé ẹsẹ̀ Olúwa ní ìjọgbọ́n, Olúwa tó dá ayé, òun ló dá ìjọgbọ́n sílẹ̀. Bí ìrẹ́ bá ní, gbá òmìnira fún àwọn ọmọ. Gbogbo ipá tó ń sọ ọmọ dẹrú ní ibi òmìnira ní ààyè wọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ pàṣípààrọ̀ lónìí nípa dídé rẹ tó ní ìjọ mímọ́ nínú agbára ọwọ́ rẹ ṣẹ́wọ̀n padà. Orí ohun gbogbo òrẹ́rìn lóru mọ́jú ó sọ pé sórí nísìnyí pé wọ́n kó jọ torí nísìnyí pé ó ní kò sí ètò òdúró tì olórí ogun olúwawí fún Jóṣà pé ṣé tiwa ni ẹ́ àbí tàbí wọ́n ní mi ìsìnkú méjèèjì wá bí ogun Ọlọ́run olórí ogun Ọlọ́run yẹn jẹ́ pé ó sì fọ́tà tòsí ohun tó bá rí tí kò tẹ̀lé òtítọ́ tó fún bílẹ̀ wọ̀ṣọ̀fà ló máa parun ǹjẹ́ ohunkóhun tí kò farajọ òtítọ́ ẹ̀ tó dúró tó gbilẹ̀ níjọba fatupá. Aṣọ ìbora òkùnkùn lórí ayé wa lórí ayé ìjọ mímọ́ nínú ìjọ mímọ́ lórí ayé wa láyé lórúkọ Jésù kò di fífàyà. Ìjọba òkùnkùn tó bọ́ sí ìhò. Títóbi ni ọ́. Gbígbéga ni ọ́. Alágbára. Nínú títóbi rẹ àkókò tó ká lè yọ àwọn ọmọ jáde kí wọ́n lè ní ìní wọn kí wọ́n lè gba ipò wọn kí gbogbo ìṣòkùnkùn ṣẹ́gun ṣáwó tó jókòó tó ń fira ìwé Ọlọ́run tí kò jẹ́ nǹkan wọ̀nyí kó lè dásẹ̀ lórúkọ Jésù jà fún ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀. Ṣe ìgbàlà kó ṣe ìdáǹdè. Mú wa lára dá káwà láyé lórúkọ Jésù. Ìyanu ìfẹ́ jẹ́ kó fa ọ̀nà ayé àwọn ohunkóhun gbogbo tí a kò ní ó wí pé àkókò ìbùkún dé. Gbogbo ohun tó yẹ fún wa tí a kò ní títí dòní. Ìwọ tó dé tó sì pé àkókò ìbùkún dé a ti mọ̀ pé okó nǹkan wá fún wa. Ǹjẹ́ lórúkọ Jésù làwọ̀ ẹ̀ fún wa. Tú ọwọ́ ẹ̀ jáde sí. Ohun tó ti sọnù sí wa yí káàkiri jẹ́ ká rí ìgbà. Jẹ́ ká rí ìkójọ. Ọjọ́ ìsinmi lòdì. Nínú oṣù kẹta, ó pàṣẹ ìsinmi. Kí àwọn ọmọ lè rí ìdáǹdè àti ìsinmi gbà. Òdìdí ó dé láti tẹ̀lé òkùnkùn gbà. Lórúkọ Jésù fi ìsinmi fún wa. Ní ìrìn àjò gbogbo nínú oṣù yìí, ọba ìyanu, má jẹ́ asọ̀nù. Má jẹ́ kára. Nísìnyí tí òkùnkùn ti dìde sí òkùnkùn lọ́tún lósì níwájú lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n ti àrójútù nǹkan kan mọ́. Wọ́n á máa sáré láti fi ẹ̀mí àwọn ọmọ rọ́pò. Gbogbo ẹni tó pinnu tàbí tó dìde láti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ nínú ìjọba òkùnkùn yẹ kó kú bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n lè fi ẹ̀mí ọmọ rọ́pò. Àwọn ló dalẹ̀. Àwọn ni kílẹ̀ mú. Lórúkọ Jésù, gbogbo ìmùlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ilẹ̀, ìrẹ́ tó dá ilẹ̀ àti ẹ̀kún rẹ̀ olóòdé. Láti ìsinsìnyí lọ, àṣẹ ìmùlẹ̀ àjèjì gbogbo jẹ́ kó di tútù. Jẹ́ kí ọ̀rẹ́ kó fẹsẹ̀ múlẹ̀. Àbá ẹ̀ kó di mímọ̀. Ìyanu ẹ̀ kó bá wa rà. Ìrìn àjò wa gbogbo nínú oṣù yìí jẹ́ kó jẹ́ ti ìgbà. Ewu ìjàmbá àkóbá má jẹ́ ká bá. Fún ọ ní àlàáfíà. Sábà yọ̀ ní ọ̀la.
Àmín, àmín, àmín ní orúkọ Jésù.